I'm not an artist. I like art, but I'm not very knowledgeable on it. I like what I like. I probably should be more knowledgeable, but I kind of like just liking what I like. One of the things that surprised me putting the collection together was how often the name Blake or some of his poetry suddenly seemed to spring up. And of course William Blake was also an artist, and I don't know whether perhaps it's the visual aspect of his work that most appeals to me. And you'll find references to him through the collection, and I'm going to start with the opening poem to the collection, which, yes, it mentions Blake. Welcome to the zoo. My name is Sarah, and I am your guide this morning, ladies and gentlemen, girls and boys. Please keep all your belongings close, and please, please feed the animals. I am the flea that drinks off skin and fur. The fly on the wall is nothing to me. I borrow other lives, try them for taste, sip, suck, guzzle, then move on as I like. Notice the peahen on your left, pruning her mate's colours, helping him paint the air while she waits, watches, follows him dressed in the sweep of his shadow, pecks dust. I am the zebra, with striking black bands of text. My letters shine against black white stripes. Then I kick hooves, roll questions in the mud, until all of my writing is smeared and smudged. Watch orangutan mum cuddle her baby continuously one whole year. Slow swing him through the trees. Nuzzle him to unbroken sleep in her nest of playful, restless dreams. I am the cochineal beetle who bleeds ink willingly. I'd grind my own body to find the answers, spell them out in red, while the cactus quill spears me as I write. The reptile house is open today, but our lizards are cold-blooded, shy. With camouflage scales, they'll hide behind stones, leaves, anything to avoid being seen. They'll even shed their own tails to escape. I am the snake, my coiled form an earlobe. My body bends sounds to words, words to sounds in constant slither, still, never, never silent. Listen, hear my heart's hissing tick. The penguin's characteristic waddle may raise a laugh. It walks nowhere fast, but is a powerful swimmer, reaching 9 miles per hour. Some say its wings are a memory, or wish, of when it could fly. I am the tiger, stripes alight, my bright eyes burn 2 holes in the night, as I blaze fearful forests with my gaze, search myself for the slightest trace of symmetry. I wouldn't like to pretend that being an artist would necessarily involve the same technique of borrowing from other people's lives, but as you can see from that poem, I do that quite a lot with my poetry. Inspiration everywhere, as they say. The next poem I'm going to read was inspired by a newspaper print in, I think it was actually the Financial Times, which is not the newspaper I'd normally pick up looking for art, but and it's a newspaper print of Dorothea Tanning's Eine kleine Nachtmusik. I don't know if anyone knows that portrait. To be honest, I don't know anything about her as an artist, and I deliberately avoided looking up too much about her personal life and her work. This was solely my reaction to the painting, to what I thought might have just happened or be about to happen. Escape. The sunflower is grounded. A squashed star tugged down to earth by the tangle of seaweed girls coiled in its roots, drugged, tantrum-tired, waited. Green walls close dark doors as she slips, sleep-like, out through the one-lit crack, leaves her skin trailing the stairs, like a discarded stocking. She exits the picture backwards, climbs naked down the next page's text, where she squeezes, emaciated, between constricting letters, black bruise of conformity, until she is out of print. No smudged trace of bare feet on the jaundiced paper. Now she can sprint. Brought a few pictures along to illustrate. I'm not an artist, as I think I've already said, but trying to put the poems together in some order, I tried to envisage, with the help of the publisher, how they would collect together, what the title might be, and to see if we've got any initial ideas for the cover. And one that came up is Skull with Yellow Roses. Not entirely sure why. Themes of life, death, flowers, hope, and obviously the words. We didn't use it for the cover, obviously, but it actually inspired me to write a poem, which is the closing poem in the collection. Unframing the Skull with Yellow Roses. I wanted a snake nesting in petals, open-mouthed, hungry, hissing. But it reminded me of Blake's crimson bed, bruised yellow. So I settled for bone munching on sun. It says something, though I don't know what. Maybe its yell is clenched on the owl of beauty's sting in the tail, which I won't call hidden thorns, only a warning that we choke on life as much as death. Meeting with Sam, we talked, she took the poems away and we talked together about various ideas contained within the collection and what artwork we might work on. And the title inevitably came into it, into the yell. As you can see, she's put that up on the cover. But this is actually the title poem from the collection. Into the yell. Mandy's lover forces open her soprano mouth with a dentist's grip to search for sound, or not. Her closed throat hides the secret of a voice whose shout even is music pouring out for others. Her soul, love, skies, birds, the essence of human desires. Perhaps he imagines extracting that perfect vibration, a small slit of a cut, and he could pull out her vocal cords for himself, like plucking strings or gutting a rabbit. Whatever he is looking for, it is not this shriek that he squeezes from her lips, while her silent song overflows. So we ended up with The Russian Doll, which again comes from one of the poems in the book. I'm just going to round off by reading two more poems, the first being the Russian Doll poem. Russian Doll. She always liked organising Christmas, birthdays, the children's toys. He used to sit and watch, admiring the way she never forgot a thing. All neatly packed up and labelled in indelible ink. For a rainy day, she used to say. He didn't expect her brain to file her memories into drawers, then throw away the keys. The top drawer was the first to go, the one where she stored yesterday's walk in the park, and the cardigan he bought for her birthday that week. Then other things began to slip away. Their grandson's birth, that holiday to Greece, their wedding day. Doctors say the bottom drawer will be the last to go. The one where she is again a little girl, his face a stranger's in her house, where he sits and watches time remove, layer after layer of Russian dolls. And the Russian dolls, as you can see, I played with the image myself, and actually, I think Julie sat over there. Julie did the photo for the back, which picked up on the theme of Russian dolls, because there's something about the layers and the way that it can be ordered within each other, or just completely knocked over like a stack of dominoes. And Sam's probably better to talk to you afterwards if anyone wants to ask her about the exact thoughts that went into the cover. She picked up the Yale, the Russian doll, and the theme of hope, the theme of new life in the flowers on the front as well. And that was quite a sad poem, but I'm hoping that people will also find the layers of hope and layers of all sorts of different meaning in the poems. And if I can find the right note now, I've dropped everything on the floor, I'm going to finish with a slightly more upbeat poem, an awe-inspired poem, because for me, I think that's probably most of all what my reaction to art and my reaction to poetry when I enjoy a piece is about. It's about awe, it's about, I've never thought of thinking about something in that way. I've never been struck in that way by something before. The coldest winter for more than a decade. They're not flakes, but flowers. A flurry of winter blossom from stratocumulus bushes. The sun is the sky's single squashed fruit. Warm heart of the snow's sloppy kiss. Discussing the weather, then Darwin, my husband says that humans used to hibernate. Otherwise, they'd have frozen in awe. Thank you. Christy's going to with her eyebrows. I think we said that I go to the back now if anyone wants to get books or me to sign them, and then if anyone's got any questions and question and answer type questions.
Yeah, so the books are here, all the artworks are here, and Sarah will be with us to answer questions, to go through the work.
And I think Sam's also happy to answer any questions if anyone's got questions on the artwork side. And other than that, enjoy the paintings as well.
In the reception, tea, coffee and cakes as well, so if you want to come and move on there.